Hi, it's Michelle Birdsong. This is part 2 of What It Is, too, a musical. The best example of truth from the root, from the Father, is a song on What It Is called My Father Preaches That God is the Father. Okay, let's see, where are we? My Father preaches this simple thought that love is given, it cannot be bought. We are here in human form to stop these cycles and to be reborn. My Father preaches that. My Father teaches that. God is the Father of us all. My Father preaches this every day so it can sink deep into our thoughts. I do things my Father's way, and I believe what my Father taught. My Father preaches that. My Father teaches that God is the Father of us all. He's the Father of Jesus. He's the Father of Buddha, the Father of Muhammad. He's the Father of me and you. Okay? Jandara, I know, Grandma, you want me to look up the word Father. Noun, first meaning, a man in relation to his child or children. Similar word, male parent, begetter. Second meaning, often as a title or form of address. A priest. Similar word, priest, pastor, parson. Verb, be the father of. He fathered 3 children. Sire. Sire definition. 1. The male parent of an animal, especially a stallion or bull, kept for breeding. Archaic. A respectful form of address for someone of high social status, especially a king. Verb. Be the male parent of an animal. Grandma went on talking about what had happened to her in life. Will. Every night as a child, she pleaded with God to send her father. Sometimes she'd get so emotional, she'd cry as she explained to God in the attic where she slept. Song from What It Is, too. Why can't Daddy be here? Why can't Daddy be here? Oh Lord, why can't Daddy wipe away this tear? Oh Lord, I asked my mama, and she said, pray. No one tells me what I need to know today. Oh Lord, why can't Daddy be near? Why can't mind be clear? Oh Lord, why can't he tell me a story tonight? Why can't he turn off my bedside light? Why can't Daddy kiss me goodnight? Where is Daddy, for God's sake? Why can't I make my Daddy proud? Why can't our eyes meet up in a crowd? Why can't he introduce me to Mozart, Beethoven, and Bach? Why are all my questions blocked? Oh Lord, why can't Daddy be here? The Lord asked, which Daddy? Another father and mother. Another father, Brother Wright. The Lord sent into my life. And another mother, Sister Donnie Wright. He was 5 feet 5 with chocolate skin. She was tall and fat. He's short and thin. But together they looked as majestic as a tree dignifying as a dignified tree blowing in the wind. He pushed his wheelbarrow of bricks. She baked us a caramel cake and taught me how to keep a house clean and warm. They never got mad, taking everything that happened as God's sweet will. They were healthy, no doctors or medicines, pills. They read the Bible every day. It showed them how to live. God answered my prayer. He sent me another mother and father. They showed me how to avoid despair, how to head a family with care. Their faith was so great. Our house was filled with love night and day. Grandma said to Jandara and Seth, your Uncle Sing has being as Brother Wright, and your Aunt Robin has being as Sister Wright. It's a small world after all. T. Michelle has being as Pran Kumar Sharma, the Walt Disney of India. Small World After All is a song they play at Disneyland. When T. Michelle was 12, living in the segregated South, Clarksville, Tennessee, at a time when the word black was taboo like the N-word is today, T. Michelle wrote a speech. Why should we struggle for freedom? Is it because we're black? Technically, T. Michelle looked golden, but she identified with Brother Wright's black skin. Okay. Grandma asked Jandara and Seth, did you ever see the video? It was on Easter Sunday, April 9th, Grandma's birthday, April 9th, in the year 1939, before a crowd of 75,000 people, that black opera diva Marian Anderson, who has being as T. Michelle Birdsong, sang My Country 'Tis of Thee from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial after being denied access by the Daughters of the American Revolution, the DAR, to Constitution Hall. Her voice stunned the crowd. Her gold-trimmed jacket dazzled. This was reported from Smithsonian Magazine. God answered her prayer. He sent into the public eye of a Southern Baptist. He sent into the public eye a Southern Baptist preacher scholar, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Song, I like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sent by God. He taught us to judge a person by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. Sad to say, some people have the character of snakes. Some have the character of late greats. Some people try to act like they're nice. Some people truly like to do what's right. Like the sun in the sky gives us light, heat, and energy for food. No better friend to us than is he. He has character that can't be beat. We can strive to be like his son, Jesus Christ, or like Jesus' wife, Mary Magdalene, the universe's queen. I like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., sent by God. He taught us to judge a person by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. I made my choice yesterday. I choose to be of good character. My mother will be proud of me that way. Her hard work carrying me in her womb matters. I like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Excuse me. Thank you, Mother. Thank you for the sperm father. Thank you, Dr. King, for your dream. Thank you for making it come true. Thank you, Son, God in the sky, Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene too. We shall overcome in gratitude. We are grateful for what you stand and withstood. Thank you for modeling mostly good. And then there's a rap. Dr. King as being as poet saint, Princess Mirabai. Her master was Robbie Das, a cobbler saint. Mirabai didn't discriminate against him because he was poor. She said no when her family wanted her to worship a rich master. She stayed with the master of good character. I like Mirabai being as Dr. King. He said the same thing in both lifetimes. Judge a person by the content of their character. I can do that. I can discipline my mind. I want to be a true human. I want to model God, not King Kong. I want to be like the sun in the sky God and his son Jesus Christ, now being as Gurinder Singh Dillon, worth $30 septillion. I like the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I like Jesus Christ's wife, Mary Magdalene, now being as T. Michelle Birdsong. I like poet saint Princess Mirabai being as Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., now being as Lou Ranziger, T. Michelle's grandson. We are grateful for what they stood and withstood and for what they stand and understand. Thanks to the greats for modeling mostly good. I like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He made the world a better place. Late great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. filled my plate. Lou Ranziger, great-grandson of the Son, God. Knock on the door. Mom, you're not filling Jandar and Seth full of beliefs that ours is a great family, are you? Grandma said, I'm just telling them the truth. And Mom said, Oh, Mom, said frustrated daughter. Grandma said to Seth and Jandar, T. Michelle's friend from the place she volunteered, SNCC, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, a civil rights organization. The president was her boyfriend, Stokely Carmichael. One of the other workers for SNCC, Ralph Featherstone, blew himself up in a car on his way to a courthouse. He had always seemed so dignified, a gentleman. T. Michelle was sad and mad about his death. She wrote a song, Mr. Moneyman, which her husband, Edwin Birdsong, recorded on their album, What It Is. It don't make no difference what you do to me, but it breaks my heart to see you hurt my family. My mother, father, sister, my brother, played your games and followed your rules. My mother, father, sister, my brother, lived their lives being abused. My father fought your rules when he was a young man. He didn't know they were made by fools who belonged to a lynching clan. Mama stayed in the house taking care of the kids, but after Daddy got lynched, Mama had to work for the money man on the hill. Mama said to the money man, okay, I'll clean your house. Now that's the same money man who belonged to the clan that took our spouse. My sister came home from a job at Yana Lady's house. When baby brother looked and saw, a button was ripped from her blouse. Baby brother took his gun, headed for the house, Yana Lady's house. He turned his key in my daddy's car, but it blew up from a planted bomb. Now, Mama's tired, sister lost her smile. Baby brother walks when he walks with legs made from wire. My mother, father, sister, my brother plays their games, follows their rules. My mother, father, sister, my brother live their lives being abused. Okay. I hate those horrible racists, said Jandar. They should burn in hell for eternity, said Seth. Perfectly normal reaction, said Grandma. But reactions are the unconscious. And we want to be conscious, not programmed like robots. How do we do that? Asked Jandar. Joel Osteen has being as Moses, the lawgiver, Eve's father. The Apostle Paul said Joel Osteen, I think myself happy. You've thought yourself into defeat. Now turn it around and start thinking yourself into victory. St. Paul now has being as Dr. Mike Murdoch, televangelist, singer-songwriter, author, missionary. Grandma said, I'll listen to and learn from cellular biologist Dr. Bruce H. Lipton from his YouTube videos. He's written books to help us. The Biology of Belief, and another book he wrote is called Spontaneous Evolution. And I'll listen to and learn from scientist Greg Braden. We disagree about man-caused climate change, global warming hoax. But I learned from his book, Human by Design, and from his video, Banned 3 Times, the science behind the law of attraction. The law of attraction unveiled. And I learned a great deal from the books and videos of Dr. Wayne Dyer. He fairly recently passed away. He is presently in the womb of T. Michelle Birdsong, his new mother. Abraham Lincoln, Eve's husband, now being as Anthony Tony Robbins, has been very, very helpful in showing me that I have more power than I realize. At the suggestion of Bruce H. Lipton and Wayne Dyer, I have, as I'm going to sleep, put on headphones and listen to positive affirmations about how I want to be. And as I fall asleep, these messages go into my subconscious. With talk and share therapy, I have become present and aware of the content of my subconscious programming. When I catch myself being habitual, acting out a subconscious pattern, I simply acknowledge it, and bringing it to the light makes it go away if it's the original pattern. Grandma said when you were a toddler, your parents were moving away to another state. Okay, I'll tell you more about that on the next video.